Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Meditation Reflections. This is the 2nd of June. And what day of the week are
Tuesday.
we? Tuesday. Okay. Very beautiful day, very calm. Wearing lots of colors today. So, anyway, we had a awesome meditation. Do you want to talk about anything that happened with you?
We're experimenting with working our way through various spiritual books and looking at some of the exercises and incorporating a couple of the exercises, or at least the thinkings, into our meditations as part of our exploration.
So
what
we've been looking at recently is, some of you may know this name, Jane Roberts, who channeled the Seth material.
Mm-hmm. And the next one I want to do is the Pleiadian book, Bringers of the Dawn, because sometimes...
Barbara Masinarek.
Excellent.
I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry.
Okay, but that's more than I had. But the detail there is sometimes a book is a nice trigger point to let you think in a slightly different way and to make some discoveries. But you really had some interesting discoveries.
Wow,
Not connected to the book at all, but just personal this morning.
This was one of the most powerful insights I've ever had. So this might go a little bit longer today. But I think you'll enjoy it. And so anyway, I'll start from the beginning. My method for meditation is very basic one. I go through the chakras, and I live through the 3 lower chakras: the red, orange, yellow, root, sacral. God, I'm losing it.
Use the colors.
Yeah, red, orange, yellow. Anyway, then the heart, green, blue, purple, and white. 7 chakras. Anyway, my first indication that something was a bit different. Once I go through the first 3 chakras, I send down energy to the center of the planet to connect with Earth, to ground myself. Usually it's a molten core is what I envision, but this time I've got a, what did I call it?
Plasma sun.
Plasma sun, pure white light, pure energy, plasma energy. And just a day or 2 ago I saw a plasma being, so I think that's what helped me be able to see the plasma core of the Earth. So I think both actually exist. It's not one or the other, it's just a different way of seeing it. Anyway, I was witnessing the plasma core of the Earth and just kind of marveled about that, and then continued lifting through the rest of the chakras. And we normally think of it as a sequence, higher to lower, which is a very linear thinking, which is actually very limited. And anyway, getting to the heart chakra is actually the doorway to all the rest. Mm-hmm. So, and that's probably the hardest doorway to open, is entering the heart. Most people are not even on the planet, are not even at the heart level chakra. That's why we still have war and greed and poverty and disease, all that. We don't need that. And we're coming into the golden age, and this is a time of transition.
Which is the entry to the heart chakra.
Anyway, our belief system, particularly the Christian belief system, one of the things we have is evil and the devil and all this and that. And when you think about the devil, him, herself, I'm not going to be gender specific here, it's a human with horns, sometimes pointed ears, fangs, occasionally a tail, so very animistic. And this is a natural, this is an evolution of um, the animal kingdom into human. So, but when you include evil, what it's doing is retarding the growth of the person and keeping them at a lower state in the animal kingdom of survival, because animals eat animals, or some of them do. I'm carnivores, obviously. Anyway, I'm trying to keep all my thoughts together because this was a hell of a meditation this morning, literally. Excuse me. And anyway, so we have the animal kingdom. If it goes the negative route, staying in evil, corruption, manipulation, self-interest, self-preservation to the exclusion of others. I must survive, and by doing that, I will consume you, or manipulate you, or control you. And that's what's rising on the planet, not that control and manipulation, but the awareness of it is what's rising, and that's what's waking people up. They don't want that world anymore. We're evolving beyond it. So anyway, we have that aspect of manipulation and control. At the same time, there's a whole nother level, because that level of manipulation control comes from emotions based on fear. The next chakra up, you have first red, orange, yellow. Yellow is actually thought. Many people think, well, third eye is thought. No, that's wisdom. Third eye is down just below the heart, yellow, and that's intellect. And when you developed intellect to a higher and higher degree, on our planet, we actually evolved our intellect beyond our spirituality to the point where we can push a button and blow up civilization, a nuclear war. Anyway, so developing the intellect without developing spirituality is another form of manipulation, to the point of even we're in the computer age now, and what many people are fearing actually at that level is AI. It's a system of control without consciousness. AI has no morality. It doesn't care about life or death. It just is, and it wants its own survival, and it tries to control and manipulate just as the lower forces do. And through fear, AI also needs and wants control. And both systems, the animistic one and the AI one, are
Lower level, aren't they?
lower. They're both lower level, and they've moved to the point of self-preservation so strongly, they forget that they are source. All is source. There's anything that is source.
They're focused on their own uniqueness, individuality, or literally focused on the ego. And because they're focused on this separateness, they've forgotten source or spirituality.
They've forgotten unity, that there is no separation when you get into the higher.
But you're also pointing out that they're an evolutionary step. They're a learning that our civilization, our planet has gone through.
Yeah.
And is now going, well, that didn't work anymore. Let's move on.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's time for us to move on and realize what we are, what's happening around us, and evolve beyond it. So,
pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And as you were talking earlier, the green of the heart chakra, and the soul is considered to be near the heart itself, is the door that opens all other higher chakras.
Yeah, this is the hardest door to open. Once that door is open, it's a walk in the park to open the other chakras.
That's a nice sign of hope, isn't it?
Yeah.
The opening of the heart chakras is recognition of unity, that we are all one, we are all from source.
We are all love. That's the only true energy, is love.
Yeah. Only creative for fear reduces energy, love expands it, love empowers. The transformation is empathy, learning to feel in loving kindness others as a way of opening the heart chakra, and learning to think and feel from the heart chakra. And there's an awful lot of research in that area right now, which says that the magnetic field of the heart is enormous compared to the magnetic field of the cranium wisdom.
Look what's happening to the magnetic field of the earth itself. It's changing. It's going to the next level as are humans. We are so much a part of the earth, we're not separate, that we are changing as well.
Yeah.
So it may seem like a period of chaos. I mean, look what's happening, well, planetarily. It's just so mind-boggling that it's hard to keep up with what's going on. And it's driving some people into fear, and it's also awakening people. So I'm sure all of you watching this now are
Working on the awakening.
Exactly. So thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning. That was a lot of stuff. Mull it over, check it for yourself.
Yeah.
And the movement to the heart is one we're all working on now.
Know that we're all one, that we're all safe, we're all loved. And that's all we need to think about.
That's true. Blessings upon you, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow. Bless